Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to jump right into the energy, but before we do so, let me say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and please leave what does not. Someone is being called to transform the way they learn, think, and communicate within their environment, to go deep and get to the root of what makes and breaks them and the triggers of it all. Spirit is guiding you to not just go through life, but to be intentional and know thyself so that you may conquer what has conquered you up to this point. Examine early childhood life and relationships with parents, siblings, and so on. It's time to grow from what may have been buried in the dirt because you are being reborn from the ashes of what was. You're being called to build up a better way of life, thinking, living, and growing. You may find yourself being tested or put into situations that bring up things or old things you thought you had left behind. Don't resort to old coping mechanisms, but grow and stretch your character and habits. Show the universe how those things made you stronger, better, wiser by the way you respond to those tests. And remember, there's always a test of skill and knowledge before one can graduate and move on to the next level. For example, if you had a horrible childhood, find ways to implement the things you needed or wished you had as a child into your current home life. Find ways to nurture your inner child and give yourself what no one else could or would. It hurts, for you weren't meant to stay there in the dark. You are meant to transform what was used against you to illuminate and destroy what lurks in the dark, quietly controlling from the subconscious. I'm hearing that you are the alchemist. You may have been the wounded soldier for a time with the Nine of Wands energy out here, and rightfully so. You went through those things. You lived through that darkness. But it's time now to dig deep, to transform. Do not resist the rebirth. There is a such thing as growing pains, so you may be presented with different tests and different things that you thought you had left behind, that you had outgrown. But uh, it's coming full circle to test your knowledge to see if you're ready to go to the next level. You're the alchemist. You have everything that you need for this journey and this new beginning because when there is a death, you better believe there's a rebirth and there is better for you. Pass the test. Thank you so much for tuning in. You all have a prosperous and productive day. Until next time, bye.